Good morning, friends. Hope you're starting off your week on the right foot. Just wanted to share a little bit of wisdom with you this morning. If you're like me, you're committed to daily affirmations. One thing that's really important when it comes to daily affirmations, and this has to do with the fact that anything is easily said, but it still requires supporting beliefs. An affirmation, just like a thought, is a seed. A seed will only grow based on the way that you are going to nurture it, right? If you are going to repeat or if you're going to say affirmations, but you are not justifying your affirmation with a supporting belief or multiple supporting beliefs, then you're doing yourself a disservice. And I'll give you an example of one of the things that I say and how I justify it. One of my affirmations is, I go about my day without fear or doubt. And that would be a great affirmation. But you need to close the loop on that. Again, a supporting belief is something that helps to nurture and to help grow this thought. What I do say, if I were to come back to that phrase, the supporting belief I add to it is, I say I will go about my day without fear or doubt for two reasons. The first being that I am clear on my objectives. And the second being that I recognize and I am comfortable with the fact that my objective can be achieved through multiple ways. Let me just try and say that a bit better because I didn't even like the way that came out. When you have an objective, typically you have an idea of how you want to achieve it, right? Even if we think of it as a GPS, you're putting in the address, you know where you want to get, and you're trying to find the route to get there. But one of the things we do, and this is funny, but think about it, one of the things we do is, if we were to use driving as the example, if you put an address in your GPS and your GPS tells you where to go, and all of a sudden you find yourself in a situation where there's some construction work, what do? Do you stop or do you reroute? The answer is simple, right? You say you reroute. Do you panic? No. Well, maybe it depends on who you are, but you say there's still another way to get where I need. Yeah, it might take a bit more time, or maybe it's actually going to work in your favor. But the idea is you haven't lost sight of the objective. Now, apply what I just said here to you in your own personal day. And I'm sure you're going to say, or I'm sure you know of people who, if they see things not going the way that they hope that they would go, they find themselves in a situation of not knowing what to do next. So that's why my affirmation validates the fact that I am comfortable because I have a plan on how to achieve my objective, but I am equally comfortable and am confident that if my objective, or if reaching my objective requires for me to make changes in the original plan, I will do so because I won't lose sight of my objective. Think about that. It's a bit long-winded, but it's about 4 minutes. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Always love your comments and feedback. Love you guys. Take care.